is coming and all that sort of thing. And of course, you all decide to look towards the personal brand that you might go and take your supermarket shopping to. Naturally, there's going to be that big rush, isn't there, very soon about that particular ad, the race. Normally it would be John Lewis, but given the fact that Sharon White's made such a hash of running that particular brand, she will not be able to spend so much money on said ad this year. But of course, it's all the big brands, isn't it, that basically do their very best to try and lure us in. Well, they do, in fact, unless seemingly you're white. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company. And it's a strange thing, isn't it? Have you noticed, and this is what I've come across, is that, inclusion, we're all happy to get on together. But it's the brands, isn't it? The televisual brands, the major retail brands that want to divide us all. I have no problem with day-to-day life of anybody. You either like them or you don't. It doesn't matter, does it, what race, creed, colour, etc. We're just humans. We either get on with people or we simply don't. That's how I view things. But what I find interesting is that all of these major brands go out of their way to make sure that they don't want you. They create division. Step forward this particular leading English supermarket brand, Asda, owned by a Muslim company. So you get the picture. As you can see from this particular poster, forwarding Christmas in a Christian country, 84% Christian, I might point out, not one white person in the ad. Now, if you look at it the other side of the coin, you could say, well, they're not being very inclusive, are they? And what's interesting here is when we contacted Asda, they did not want to speak about this particular marketing campaign. They felt, allegedly, that the marketing campaign spoke for itself. I asked them, were they going to be including Christmas cards with a Christian theme? Would we be able to actually buy the true message of Christmas from their Asda stores? Again, they said no. They don't want to offend their shoppers. So you can understand exactly who their shoppers are and exactly where they feel about you and I in there. Now, what I find very interesting is this. Everybody puts out their year-end results and start bleating and moaning about, takings down, etc. So once again, they're going to be relying on one sector of the British community, the Muslim community, to prop up their, their profits. Now, why would you want to cut that sort of thing in half, particularly in this cost of living crisis? Of course, they'll come out and say, oh, no, it's not that case at all. But when you look at the ads, quite frankly, on television or in print, where is the inclusivity for someone like me? Green-eyed, blonde, English-born. Where is it? Am I offended? Couldn't care less. I just decide whether to choose to shop or indeed view, watch, whatever with that particular brand. If they don't want to include me, I'll find someone that does. But as I pointed out to Asda, we are an 84% Christian country. And by wiping that off, you're literally wiping away profits. But as you can see from this poster, quite frankly, you can take your shopping cart and shove off. And that's what they want you to do. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.